Hey, Spinthusiasts. So I wanted to talk to you today about the fact that in our activity, we have a really unique way of giving, processing, and utilizing critiques. And I don't know exactly what it is that causes us in not just the color guard world, but I think in marching band in general, because I've seen it in drum corps, I've seen it in indoor guard, I've seen it in indoor percussion. We do not handle critique as well as we could, and we don't always know when the right and wrong times to give critique are. And like I said, I don't really know why this is. I've talked about this a little bit before because I've talked about the fact that if someone posts a video of themselves doing color guard and they don't ask for feedback, then you shouldn't give them feedback. The same sort of thing goes with any sport or any performance art or anything. If they're not asking for feedback, don't give them your feedback, But I think it's really noticeable in our activity because we have a whole method of giving and receiving feedback set up in our competition structure. So a lot of times what ends up happening is we have coaches who are constantly giving feedback to their students and don't really emulate how to just be a spectator. So the students end up watching other teams and other performers and even YouTube videos and TikToks and stuff like that. They end up watching those with more of a critical eye and more of a coach's eye rather than more of a spectator's eye where they're just enjoying what they're watching or enjoying seeing someone going through the learning process or anything like that. And I think that is something that as we further develop our sort of curriculum and the pedagogy that's associated with color guard, that we really have to make sure that students understand not just how to be critical of a performance, but how to watch and enjoy a performance and how to basically keep their opinions to themselves when they're not supposed to. This is even true within, like I said, within drum corps in the top tier levels, because I remember, and some of you I know were just born when this happened, but way back in the day, DCI got to have a special on ESPN for a couple of years, and basically the World Championships got aired on ESPN. I want to say it was in like September or so. It was quite a bit after the actual event happened, and I was really excited because I was on one of the posters that they made the ads for, and that was really awesome. It was like my first real oh look, I got published somewhere, because I didn't realize I had been on the back of the DVD cover from the open class finals the year before. I don't know. Anyways, one of the things that they did was the commentators were normal ESPN sports commentators. They're used to looking at footage of football and drawing lines on it and stuff. Well, they called out a drum corps, and I want to say it was one of the blue drum corps. I want to say it was Blue Knights maybe. It was 12th place, and they basically put some footage up of Blue Knights drill and slowed it down and pointed out where they were not in step, where they were not in straight lines and things like that. And I was just thinking, those guys were just doing their jobs. They were doing what they do all the time for football, and the whole entirety of the drum corps community just exploded and was so mad at these commentators for calling them out because they think it's not the commentator's job. Because in our organization, in our activity, it's not the commentator's job. It's the judge's job. And so anyway, it's just a really different kind of structure. And I think we would do well to kind of define that. Like I was talking about the other day, those differences between being a coach and being a designer and being a director and so on. I think it would be good for us to define the ideas between critical feedback and, just watching for enjoyment. And there's probably more categories even than that. I don't know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments.